For many people, New Year's is a time to reflect on the past and look toward the future. As the parents of 6 children, Ted and Audrey Sycamore of Ontario, Canada, thought they had a lot of happiness ahead of them and never expected to ring in 1993 with despair.
Have you seen a switcher anywhere?
No. Hey, guys, keep away from the table, okay? No, put those back. You guys, that's the last one, all right?
It was New Year's Day, and we were going to have family over in the evening.
Right.
Come on, guys.
Come on, let's go. The
Pick
movie's
this
about
up.
to start.
You guys, you said you'd clean this up. Come on. Get this one, too.
I got everything ready, and then I went to sit down with my husband to watch TV.
Okay?
Guys,
Please, just simmer.
It's controlled chaos. But we're trying to wind them down.
Thank
So
you.
we'll take this one and put
Come
them
on,
away.
toys
Come
away,
on.
guys. Toys
Away.
away. Come on.
I want them put away.
We do believe that children are a gift, and that is the most precious thing you're ever going to have. So whether you have 1 or 2 or 10, each one is precious. Matthew comes to sit beside him with peanuts, and he's feeding me, and then he'd take his own. And then he took 2 or 3, and he'd laugh because he was getting, you know, he's getting the most.
23-month-old Matthew had been recently diagnosed with food allergies.
Wheats and barleys and oats and anything like that, he cannot have. So peanuts are what he's allowed to have.
Matthew and Doug were playing around. They went running around the table and ran out of the room.
Come on. Mom, Matthew's not breathing.
Hello?
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 Yes.
You got the ambulance here?
Yes, I'm at Highway 8.
Yeah?
By 9th Street Lounge. Our child is losing, he's passing out.
Niagara Central ambulance dispatcher and paramedic Denise Sturge took the call.
Okay. Should I take him to the hospital?
You have a lot of people that panic. Seconds seem like minutes. They feel that, stop asking so many questions, hang up the phone, we'll go by car. And I had to basically say, no, stay put, you're not going anywhere.
Okay, now what is the problem there?
He just passed out, he's not breathing.
Okay.
He's turning white. Who? My son, he's 3 years old.
Oh, was he choking?
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
Do you know how to do mouth to mouth?
Yes, I do. Okay. I don't know, I'll try.
Okay.
Send somebody down here, please.
I will. I got an ambulance on the way right now.
An ambulance is on the way.
Okay, now listen to me. I'm going to give...
I couldn't hear the lady on the phone because it was too much noise in the kitchen. I said, Audrey, you take the phone and let me try to do whatever it is that she's telling you to do.
Oh, please, honey, he's dying. He can't take it. Listen to me, honey. Listen to me. Settle down. I'm going to give you some instructions.
Oh, my word, but...
Settle down.
Okay.
Settle down.
Okay.
What happened?
He was eating. I think he's choking. I don't know. My son also said he's not breathing. He's on the floor. He's blue. He acts like he's dying, but he just went limp. And he's totally limp. And he's not breathing at all. And he's white and blue.
What's your name? What's your name?
My name is Audrey.
Audrey, listen to me.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You open his mouth.
Open his
Check
mouth.
his airway.
Check his airway.
What was he eating?
I think peanuts, or just really tiny peanuts.
Okay. Listen to me. Is he gasping?
Yeah.
Okay.
The air is coming out.
Okay. What I want you to do is turn him on his belly, and I want you to give him some back blows in between his shoulder blades.
Okay. Put him on his belly and hit him on his back.
I want you to hold him if you can.
Hold him if you can.
I think what really hit me the most in her voice was I went through the same experience with my son. So I know exactly where this mom's coming from.
Back things between the shoulders.
Okay, anything?
Anything? No, nothing. Nothing.
Okay. I want you to go towards his tummy now.
Go towards his tummy.
Underneath, you can feel his rib cage.
I can feel his
in the center.
Yes.
Okay. I want you to give him 4 quick up jabs.
Up jab?
Yeah, up.
1, 2.
One. What's he doing now?
He's just, his mouth goes open, but he's out.
Okay, I want you to give him a breath.
Give him a breath. Over his nose?
Yeah, in his mouth.
Over his nose and his mouth, hon. Oh, my goodness, I just can't happen.
Okay, listen to me. Tell me if you can feel his heartbeat.
Can you feel his heartbeat, Ted? Is there anything? His heart is beating. His heart is beating.
Okay, is he breathing at all?
Is he breathing? No.
Tell him to take 2 breaths again. He can tell if he's hitting something.
Okay, are you trying over his nose and his mouth?
When I blew into his mouth, his cheeks blew up like balloons. So I'm thinking, how come the air is not going anywhere? So I took a deep breath and I blew hard. And I found out afterwards that that was not right because apparently you can blow a kid's lung out if you blow too hard.
Did you get any air in?
I could hear air going in. Then he sucked hard, like you could see he was working at it with everything he had. He was getting nothing.
Stuff is coming out of his...
What kind of stuff?
Looks like mucus. Peanut. Yeah. He's choking on peanut. That's what it is.
That's it. Get it out.
Oh, we can't get it out.
Keep trying.
I've got my finger.
He's doing good.
Waiting. Okay, over his mouth again. Breathe in.
Yeah.
Okay, breathe in.
Anything in his airway that he can see?
He's trying to breathe on his own.
Good. Keep doing it. 4 in the front, 4 in the back.
4 in the front. Just up, Ted, to get it out.
Yeah. Well,
okay, now turn him around. Turn him around. Oh, please.
Okay, what's his color like?
Let me see. His color's not blue anymore.
Okay, good. That's good sign. He's getting air in. That's good. Okay?
They're not here.
Honey, if they're on their way, they're driving as fast as they can.
I know. He lives too far out in the country.
Within 10 minutes of the call, the first rescue workers arrived at the house, including off-duty paramedic Lynn Redmond.
He was obviously in a lot of trouble, and we didn't have a lot of time to work with. From 0 to 1 year, you do back blows and abdominal thrusts. After 1 year, you're only supposed to do abdominal thrusts, but you go by the size of the child, too. He wasn't a big baby.
Honey, listen to me. Listen to me.
I'm going to get off the phone.
He made these terrible gasping noises, and I thought that was his last breath of air, and I figured, you know, that's it. He's gone.
St. Catharines ambulance paramedic Jim Howard was also on the scene.
Mom was extremely distraught, and it was just really hard. She almost had given up. It was really hard to convince her that she can't give up. We were doing everything we could, and that we just couldn't know yet.
Matthew was taken to St. Catharines General Hospital and examined by pediatrician Dr. Ivan Sampson.
I'll come around that side if you just hold this.
He was unconscious. He was barely breathing, and his circulation was in a very poor state. I thought we may very well lose this patient.
I'm afraid I've got some bad news for you.
The doctor came in and told us that we think your son will have a lot of brain damage.
And this is directly due to the fact that he went through a period of time with little oxygen.
I'd be really crying and thinking, you know, he won't come home the same little boy. I mean, that morning he's hugging you and kissing you and blowing kisses at you, and he's, you know, he's the baby of the family. Everyone loves the little guy. We went back to the room every 10 minutes. You know, I'd hold his hand and try to get him to look at me to respond, because he didn't know who I was.
It was weird because he looked right through me. He did not see me. I don't even know if he could see, you know, and that really hit hard. Then just before I went to bed, I shook a rattle, and he actually turned his head. He looked and his expression changed, and then it went. We lost it. It was just a moment.
All that night, Matthew's parents stayed at the hospital. Early the next morning, they were called to their son's room by one of the nurses.
He's looking around, and he's got his bottle, and he is just, boom, he's all there.
He just was sitting up and saying, you know, hi, and it was as if nothing had happened.
Everything is the way it was before. And that's all there is to it.
In the 2 months since the accident, Matthew has shown no sign of brain damage.
When we first came home, the first week was really bad. I kept following him, like, don't fall, don't eat food, like, sit down. And I was really overreacting to every little thing. But that's calmed down a lot. I think so. My husband doesn't think so. Denise was great. She always called my name, Audrey, listened to me, and she stuck with us the whole time. It was just a very calming voice. All our thanks and praise goes to the Lord first. But I mean, Denise really was strong for us.
Go, okay.
Go, give it to Daddy.
Okay.
They're the heroes because they saved their child. I was just there to give them the support and tell them that they could do it.
Right after it happened, we took a course in CPR.
He caught a bee in his hand.
I definitely want to be prepared if anything else happens.
He had it right in his hand. Where's the birdie?